parents have a beautiful baby, it's starting to walk. Do you have to buy shoes because the kid's walking?
This is a very controversial topic. Orthopedists may feel something differently than a physical therapist or a podiatrist. Generally speaking, I like to have kids have some sort of protection on their feet. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be something as cheap as $10 or $15 from one of the chains. But I like to have something on the foot.
So it's a protective thing.
As a protective thing.
Okay, but and truthfully, if the kid was walking around the house and the house was clean or something on the floor, you really don't have to have shoes on immediately. Is that correct?
It's generally believed at this point that children can go barefoot up until a certain age.
Does the arch form better barefooted or with footwear?
Well, again, that can be controversial, but if you look at some of the people like from Africa, they're always walking around without shoes, and since they're born and they're walking in the jungles, most of them seem to do okay, except that they step on a lion's something like that.
Well, we wouldn't hear about them.
We wouldn't hear about them.
But we're taught as pediatricians, we want the kid to develop the arch, and we want footwear, as you said, protection, but it should be soft and flexible in the beginning. Is that true?
I think you need to really look at the child's foot type.
We're talking about a normal child without a flat feet, no problems, everyday type situation.
They can probably walk around without their shoes. Again, I happen to like something that will hold the foot, even something as simple as a Croc type of shoe will help them support the arch, maintain the arch, especially if they're a little heavier than normal. I think the weight will deform the foot and perhaps make some of the soft tissue adapt to this particular deformity. And so I think it's a bad idea if the child has a problem foot. But under normal circumstances, it should not be a problem.
And the footwear, it should have a sole that they don't slip on the floor.
That's correct.
So it's a good safety issue in that particular point.
That's correct. And again, I like some sort of closure or something to hold the foot.